Have you ever been put on the spot, opened your mouth, and you felt your brain panic? That is the moment most people start rambling, not because they are not smart, but because they do not have a structure. In this video, I'm going to show you one simple framework that helps people think faster, speak clearer under pressure. It's called the 3-2-1 framework. And once you understand it, you will stop going blank and you'll start answering with confidence. Hi, this is Bishal Sarkar. For the last 16 and a half years, I've been training leaders, professionals, executives from companies like Microsoft, Google, IBM, Cisco. This difference between confident speakers and average communicators is often it's not intelligence, it's having something reliable to fall back on when the pressure hits. The moment you have that structure, your mind stops scrambling and your words start organizing themselves. And the beauty of this framework is that it works even when you have almost no preparation. So by the end of this video, you'll be able to take any random topic like phone or water bottle and you'll be able to sound still clear and calm and composed. Listen, when somebody asks you a question and you're not prepared, your brain opens too many tabs at once. You start thinking about 10 different directions, 10 different examples, 5 different possibilities, and instead of speaking clear points, you start verbalizing your messy thinking. And that's what rambling is. It's not lack of knowledge, it's lack of structure. That is why frameworks matter so much in public speaking, interviews, meetings, question answer session, TED Talks. Because without a framework, you fall back on panic. With a framework, you fall back on structure. This is what I call the 3-2-1 framework. That framework is very simple. 3 steps, 2 types, 1 thing. The reason this works is because it often gives your brain a lane to drive in. Instead of saying, what do I say about the topic? You just ask a simpler question. Can I give 3 steps? Should I give 2 types? Or can I just give this 1 thing? And suddenly the pressure drops. How it works in real time? Let's dive in. Let's say somebody gives you a random topic like, for example, I like traveling. So if somebody says, Bishal, do you like traveling? Now, instantly I can talk so much about traveling, or I can just say, there is one thing about travel that really inspires me. Or there are 2 types of travel, regional travel, international travel. Or I can say there are 3 steps to travel. Plan your travel, book your travel, and enjoy your travel. Make sense? Do you see what happened there? The framework gave the speaker, hear me, something to lean on. And instead of mentally spinning in circles, they moved straight into a structure. Structure creates confidence. By the way, if you want more practical tips and tools like this, tools you can use in meetings, interviews, presentations, high pressure conversations, subscribe to the channel right now because this channel is designed to help you speak clearly when it matters the most. Listen, public speaking is full of pressure moments, audience questions, panel discussions, interview rounds, team meetings, client objections. Sometimes maybe some of you, I have a lot of people who have media conversations. They come to me to get training. So the speaker that looks confident, they look confident because they have a structure. And when you have structure, you don't sound scattered. You know your topic well. That's why the 3-2-1 trick is so powerful. It gives you an instant fallback system, a speaking safety net, a way to organize panic takeover. So the moment you start using framework like this, something deeper changes. You do not answer better only. You also feel better. You lean in instead of just freezing. Your body language improves. Your confidence arises. And instead of dreading being called on, you start feeling ready for it. Okay, bring it on. Give it to me. I can speak on anything. That is the real power here. Preparation does not mean memorizing more. Sometimes it means training your mind to organize faster. Let's take another random topic. Let's say somebody can ask, Bishal, is journaling a good habit? I can say, well, there is one thing that inspires me the most about journaling, and journaling is all about thinking on paper. But you got to understand, there are 2 types of journaling. One is what I call past-based journaling. This is where you're actually writing and reflecting on what you have already done, what lesson you can take from it. And the second is future, or what I call future-pacing journaling. This is all about writing down what you want. This is about the things that you want to manifest, the travel, the income, the happiness that you want to have, the impact you want to create. Most people confuse both. See what I did? So one thing that inspires me, 2 different types of journaling. And you can just talk about anything. Like, for example, if people say, is health important? You can say, yeah, health is important. Health is wealth. Or I can say, well, there are 2 types of health. There is the physical health, or I can say there's the visible health, and then there is the invisible health. And in invisible health, there is 2 types of health. There's the mental health and emotional health. You see what I'm talking about right now? I can go about it. If somebody asks you to talk on, let's say again health, and now you can just do the 3 steps. You can say there are 3 steps to take better care of your health. Number 1 is what I call relaxation. It's not just about your sleep, but how relaxed you are throughout the day, throughout your month. Relaxation. Second is nutrition. It's not just what you eat, but also what's inside the food that you eat and how that responds in your body. Because if you don't eat the right food, what's going to happen is that the toxin will not leave your body, right? And the third thing that's very important is your hydration. How much of water and when do you drink water? So if you just have, say, 3 steps, right? So I can talk about 3 steps, 2 types, and 1 thing that inspires me. If somebody's talking about gardening, for example, I can talk about, gardening. There is something called passionate gardening, when you're very passionate about it, or then there is something called just gardening for making your office look cool. Bingo, right? There are 2 types of gardening. So anytime a topic is given to you, that's the thing. So I have a topic for you, and that is mentor. What could you speak on mentor? Think about it today and think about it. What are the 2 types of mentor, or three steps to have the right mentor in your life, or 1 thing that inspires about a mentor? Let's go for it. So let's quickly review. When people are unprepared, they usually ramble because their brain tries to handle too many things at once. That's why frameworks matter. And one of the simplest frameworks you can use is 3, 2, 1. 3 steps, 2 types, and 1 thing. So whenever you are put on spot, do not try to say everything. Pick one of those 3 structures, answer inside it, and let the framework do the heavy lifting. And if you really want to master this at a deeper level, I want to invite you to my Speak Like a CEO Masterclass. It's a very practical, high-impact training where I show you exactly how to stop rambling, organize your thoughts faster, and answer under pressure, and communicate like a true leader. The link is in the description. Join us and let us transform the way you speak forever. By the way, subscribe now, and I will see you in the next video. Bishal Sarkar here, reminding you that public speaking is not about perfection. It's all about connection. See ya.